The only really difficult question, this is question 2F, I believe, and it's only difficult because we haven't actually seen a question like this, because the key here is that it's telling us to draw the graph of the function. This is our gradient function here, the straight line, and we need g of x, but we need the exact graph of g of x, which means we need the exact equation. So draw is not to sketch, it is actually to draw it out. So in that case, we actually need to know what the equation of g of x, g prime x is, which is the gradient function. So we need to find the gradient, and we need to find the y-intercept, which is none of this, which is hard. The gradient is 2, and the y-intercept is -4. So there we go. So now we have the exact equation. So now we work backwards. We anti-differentiate, or we integrate this, and we're going to get x squared minus 4x, or 4x plus c. So remember, when we work backwards, we have that plus c and so on. And so we're going to need to find the c for this particular, because we need to know the exact one, not all the options that we have. And they've given us some information in the question about the minimum point being at -6. So if we take a look, the minimum point at -6 is going to have an x value of 2. So we know that we have a point of 2 and -6. So we're going to use that to find our c. We're going to substitute that in. -6 is equal to 4 minus 8 plus c. And we're going to get c equaling -2. So now we have the equation, the exact equation of the function, which is x squared minus 4x minus 2. Now you plop that into your graphing calculator and you find the graph. You get some points and you will then graph that onto here. And now once you've got your g of x, the exact equation, then you have to draw the exact graph. Now this is obviously not a very good graph, but you'll need some points. And key features, remember, key features basically include things like your vertex and your y-intercept. And you could also find your x-intercepts. Your x-intercepts don't end up being integer values, but you could find those if you wanted to and had the time. But for this particular question, 2 features would probably, and with some other points, would get you an exact graph and get you this question.